Today we are going to talk about Bhagavad Gita. First verse, first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So I was looking at Bhagavad Gita copies so that everyone will have each, but I don't think we have any copies here. So what is so how many chapters we have in Bhagavad Gita? 18. Sorry? 18 chapters. And how many verses in those 18 chapters? 700 verses. Yes? So we are going to cover the first verse of first chapter. Yes? So there would be some who haven't started reading Bhagavad Gita yet. So it would be a kind of opportunity for that person, to start with in the first verse. So this first chapter of Bhagavad Gita is underrated. Why? Because Krishna has not spoken in it. Krishna started speaking from the second chapter, verse 8 maybe. Verse 8, text 8 of second chapter. So this chapter of Bhagavad Gita, some people underrate it, and they jump to second chapter where Krishna has started speaking. So, but, well, if something is part of Bhagavad Gita, then there would be some importance. That's why it is part of Gita. And if it is the first one, then there could be some specific reason for that. So we will try to find out what are those reasons, what are the learning for us, what is the message for us. Because whatever Krishna has spoken in Bhagavad Gita, there is some kind of message in that. The message is for us, for all the humanity. So we will try to figure out that. Yes? So this is the verse which is spoken by Dhritarashtra, the king of Kurus. Yeah? Everybody knows about Dhritarashtra? Yes? Yes. So Dhritarashtra, the father of Duryodhan, Dushasan, and 98 other children, and the husband of Queen Gandhari. Yes? The lady with principles. So this person, Dhritarashtra, he is talking to someone. Yes? He is basically asking a question to someone. And who is that person? Sanjay is the other person. Yes? With whom he is talking. So the verse is धर्म क्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे संवेता युयुत्सः मामकः पांडवाश्चैव किम अकुर्वता संजय. So, anyone would like to try the most scientific language of this universe, Sanskrit? Dharam Kshetre, if you can please follow. Kurukshetre, Samveta, Yuyutsa, Mamka, Pandavashcheva, Kim Akurvata, Sanjaya. Dharam Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samveta, Yuyutsa, Mamka, Pandavashcheva, Kim Akurvata, Sanjaya. Yes? So, first verse of Bhagavad Gita, out of 700 verses, 18 chapters. Padma Purana describes that the first 5 chapters of Bhagavad Gita are the heads of the universal form of the Lord. Krishna has shown his universal form, Vishwarupa. Yes? So the 5 chapters of Bhagavad Gita are 5 heads of the universal form. Yes? The next 10 chapters are the 10 arms of universal form of the Supreme Lord. 5 plus 10? 15. 60th chapter is the waist of the universal form, navel. And the remaining 2 chapters, 18 and 17 and 18, they are the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality, of the Vishwarupa. Yes? So this is described in Padma Purana. So, now chapter 1 oftentimes considered almost not to be the part of Bhagavad Gita. You know, I give you the reason. Some people are not interested in this. And because Krishna has not spoken, Krishna started speaking from the 2nd chapter. So many people show interest from the point where Krishna has started speaking. But very interestingly, there is a message in this chapter. Krishna is telling the principle of mentorship, how to be a good leader in this chapter. So till the time a person comes to you for help, don't offer your help. Yes? Till the time somebody approaches you, comes to you for help, don't offer your help. If you go and give advice to, where somebody has not asked, then he is not going to take it. Yes? So in the first chapter, Krishna is letting Arjuna to figure out what the problem is. Yes? So Arjuna with his 4 brothers and the whole army with Krishna has reached in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Yes? And now he is thinking, Arjun, that there is no problem. He has come to fight and he would fight. So with that thought he has reached there. But once he reaches there, then he saw around, then he realizes that there is some problem. Then what does he do? He asks Krishna to take him to the middle of the field. So Arjun is playing the role of a leader here and Krishna as servant. So Arjuna is asking Krishna that, okay, so take me to the middle of the field. I would like to view both the sides of the armies. Because on the other side, one side it was his army, on the other side it was Kuru army, Kauravas. So he wanted to be somewhere in the middle so that he can have equal view. So he asked Krishna to take him to that place. Now, when Krishna was taking him through, then he realized that the person who is taking me there, he is actually not my servant. He is my friend. Yes? And the moment he reached there with Krishna, then he realized that this person who has taken me here, who has brought me here, he actually is my guru, my teacher. Because by that time, he was not able to get the solution of the problem going through his mind. And what was the problem?
Why should I kill Lord?
That why there is need to fight with my own people? Why there was need? So that question was moving in his mind. So by the time he reached there, he was observing the things, and Krishna allowed him to go through all that. Krishna followed whatever order he has given, Arjuna has given to him. Yes? Then once he reaches there and then he realized that this person, Krishna, is actually my guru, my teacher, then that was the time he comes down and go down before Krishna. And then only from there onwards Krishna started speaking. Yes? So this Arjuna tells Krishna that I am a surrendered soul. I am a surrendered soul to you. Please guide and instruct me. And that's when Krishna started speaking. Because now Arjuna has dwelt that hunger where he can digest the instructions of Krishna. Yes? So, if sometimes what happens that if we give chapan bhog, 56 offerings to someone who is not hungry, then he may eat it, but not with relish. But if somebody is hungry and we are offering him, we are giving him khichdi without even salt, then also we can, relish it. They relish it. Yes? So the hunger should be there to digest the food, to digest the instruction. So by this time, Arjuna has developed that hunger and Krishna has realized this. Then he started speaking. So Krishna allowed Arjuna to analyze and observe the things. And once he raised the query, the question, then only he started giving answers. Krishna gave answers. So this chapter 1, it is equally important as the rest 17 chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Because it tells us about the problem. And when we are not aware with the problem, what will we do with the solution? So first of all, we need to figure out the problem, then only we can find the solution. Yes? So in the first chapter, first verse, Dhritarashtra is speaking. And let's see, who is speaking to whom here. So Dhritarashtra on the one side and on the other side Sanjay. Yes? So the words are very interesting here. Like Dhritarashtra. It is made with two words. Dhrit and Rashtra. Rashtra means nation, country. Yes? And Dhrit means to hold. Yes? So this person, Dhritarashtra, he is blind by birth. But still he wants to hold the kingdom. He wants to remain in that position. He wants to remain the king. He does not want to allow others to be the king. So that kind of mentality he was living with. Yes? Dhritarashtra. And on the other side we have Sanjay. Yes? Because that's the person with whom Dhritarashtra is talking. Yes? So Dhritarashtra is speaking to Sanjay. I hope you are not feeling sleepy here. Because the common phenomena is that, when we start speaking about Dhritarashtra, the man whose eyes are closed, so this effect spreads around among the audience and they also feel, sleepy. So, what is the meaning of the word Sanjaya? Jaya means victory. And San means complete. So Sanjaya means complete, victorious, completely victorious. Like we have the word Kirtana. Kirtana means glorification. Yes? And Sankirtana means complete glorification of the Supreme. Yes? So every word has a distinct meaning what to speak of the verses. Yes? Now come to the verse. Dhritarashtra is asking. So here Dhritarashtra is raising a fundamental question. Yes? So, and what is the fundamental question?
What is happening?
धर्म क्षेत्र कुरुक्षेत्र समवेता युयुत्सा मामका पांडवा सेवा किम अकुर्वता संजया. So what Dhritarashtra is asking that, oh dear Sanjay, can you please let me know whether my sons and Pandu's son, my younger brother Pandu's son, have they all assembled, gathered in the Dharam Kshetra? Kshetra means land, and Dharam means the place where religious place where spiritual practices are performed. So he is asking that, can you please let me know, Sanjay, whether my sons or my younger brother Pandu's son, have they assembled there? Have they gathered there in the place of Kurukshetra? And what did they do there? What did they do? He was asking a question, basically. Yes? So, this place, Kurukshetra, we know that it has special emphasis mentioned in the Shastras. Yes? So, Dhritarashtra, he was a bit worried, fearful that this battle is going to take place in Kurukshetra. And Kurukshetra is a spiritual place. And he knew very well that his son, his army, they are not performing dharma. Dharma is not their side. He knew this. So he was fearful. He was scared. He was anxious that this battle is going to take place in a place which is Dharam Kshetra. And here the chances are very less for my army to win. So it would be better if the battle had fought somewhere else. Then maybe there was a chance for my army to win. But because this battle is taking place in a Dharam Kshetra where spiritual practices are performed, so the chances are that the army who is performing dharma, they would win. And many people who are close to him, they have already tried to convince him, like Vidura, Bhishma, Dronacharya, their own Kulguru, Kripacharya. They all tried to convince their king that we should avoid this war. We should avoid this battle because it is not in our favor. But he gave different excuses to everyone and got ready for the war. Although he had that thing in his mind that is not going to favor them, his army, but still he got ready because he was attached to his elder son, Duryodhana. So, on the instruction of Duryodhana, he got ready for this war. Now, he is scared because both the armies, they have assembled in the battlefield. So, he, out of scare, he is asking this question to Sanjaya. Yes? Now, what is the learning for us? Yes? What is the teaching for us from this verse? So, there is a question like why Dhritarashtra is asking this question to Sanjay. The battle is taking place far away in Kurukshetra. Dhritarashtra and Sanjay, they are sitting in their room in the palace. Then why is raising this question to Sanjay? But the battle is far away.
Because Sanjay got the
He has power to see.
Yes.
He has power to see what's going on at Kurukshetra.
he got the blessing from Vedvyas. So
Yeah.
he can see anything what's happening
You can
In the
explain
back.
it
in
to
the
me.
battlefield.
Okay, yeah, good. So Vedvyas, one of the avatara of Vishnu, he did not want this war. Yes. So before the war, before this battle starts, he met Dhritarashtra and he tried to convince him, Vedvyas or Vyasdev. He tried to convince him that this war would not be beneficial neither for your sons nor for Pandu's son. So you are the king of the country, so it is your responsibility that you bring both the parties on agreement and try to do justice. Give justice to your nephews. But here as well, Dhritarashtra gave different excuses and ignored the advice given by the Rishi Vyasdev. Vyasdev did not force him, but he told that you are the king of this country, and if this war takes place, then you would be responsible for that. You would be accountable for that. So, you are born blind by birth. So, I give you vision, I give you eyes so that you can see this destruction, what is going to take place. Then Dhritarashtra requested him, pleaded him with folding hand, that please, I haven't seen for the whole of my life. Now if I get a vision, what will I see? There is already darkness all around. So better, you please don't show your mercy on me, don't give me eyes. But yes, because I am the king, so I would like to know what's happening in the battlefield. So, if possible, please empower my friend, my charioteer, my driver, Sanjay, so that he can let me know, he can inform me what's going on there in the battlefield. So, Vyasdev empowered Sanjay with this vision, that by sitting in the palace, in the room, he could see what's going on there in the battlefield. Who is talking to whom, what kind of conversation is going on. So he could see. Like nowadays also we see, we see somebody sitting here and they can see what's going on in the other place. But then we need instruments for that. There should also be an instrument, a camera. There also we should have some kind of TV or monitor, and there would be some connectivity with wire or wireless. Then only we can have this kind of, we have developed that technology also, but with the help of instruments. But that time, Sanjay just had to close his eyes and he could see what's going on there in the battlefield. Yes? So, Sanjay was the one who could help him, Dhritarashtra. So Dhritarashtra basically asked for the help. That what's going on there, please let me know. Whether my sons have reached there in the battlefield, whether Pandu's son have also reached there, and what did happen? What did they do? So, the first learning for us is that we should always seek for a seer, seek for a guru. Yes? Because we all are Dhritarashtra. We don't know. We don't know what is the real purpose of our life. We don't know from where we have come. We don't know for how long we are going to stay here. and we also don't know where are we going once we are done with this life. Yes? So, we need someone who can guide us, who can help us to understand all this. Now, what is the real purpose of our life? How can we make our life successful? So we need someone who can help us in it. But there are many people who raise objection to it. I have heard people saying that what is the need of a guru? Yes? The Lord of the universe, and I am the resident of the universe. Why can't I have direct connection with the Lord? What is the need of a middleman? But you see, if you see the parampara, when Sri Krishna was himself here in this material world, then he also went for a guru. Sandeepani Muni was his guru. He did not require, but he wanted to set this example that without guru, we can't succeed in our life. When he came in the form of Sri Ram, then also he went for guru. And who was his guru? Vishwamitra. When he came as Parshuram, initially it was his father who was his guru, and later on Lord Shiva. Yes? You see, I mean, so many personalities, Dhruv Maharaj, then Prahlad Maharaj, Vyasdev, they all had gurus. Vyasdev was the guru for all of them, 3 of them. Yes? So, we need someone who can connect us with the Supreme Lord. Like, I was reading one class from one Maharaj. He was saying that Guru Nanak Dev, everybody know about Guru Nanak? Yes. The founder guru of Sikhism. Yes? So Guru Nanak Dev once visited Puri to have darsana of Lord Jagannath. So he went there with his disciples. And when he was standing there in front of Jagannath, with folding hand, he was glorifying his guru. Guru Nanak Dev was glorifying his guru in front of Lord Jagannath. The Pandas, they were really surprised. Then Guru Nanak Dev went out and his disciples entered. And now they started glorifying their guru, Guru Nanak Dev. Now Pandas were really angry. That why are you doing this? So they raised the complaint, they raised the objection. That you are glorifying your guru. First of all, your Guru Maharaj, he was glorifying his guru. And now you are coming here and you are glorifying your guru. So this complaint leads to Guru Nanak Dev. Guru Nanak Dev lit the fire and asked one of the Pandas that, can you touch it? Pandas was really soft. He said, no. Why should I touch it? Can you touch it? Guru Nanak Dev said, no, I can't touch it. Why can't you touch it? Then Guru Nanak Dev, what did he do? He took a log of woods and put it on the fire and asked the Pandas that hold it. Now the Panda was able to, touch the fire with the help of wood. So the fire, Krishna is the fire. And that wood, Guru is the wood. Yes? So we need someone who can help us to understand the scriptures. Because all the scriptures, they are written in Sanskrit. Yes? So we need someone who can explain us them correctly, as it is. As Srila Prabhupada has done it. He has explained this in a very simplest language so that we all can understand it. Yes? So we should always seek for a guru. That should be our intention. Yes? Then the second learning is that tame your aim. Tame means fine tune. Yes? becoming truly, really focused. Aim your aim. So Dhritarashtra, he heard Bhagavad Gita, the whole Bhagavad Gita. Who told him? Sanjay. Bhagavad Gita is pure. Sanjay, a genuine personality. So Dhritarashtra is listening, hearing Bhagavad Gita from Sanjay, from a pure person. Bhagavad Gita itself is pure. So why didn't his heart change? Why he was still envious? Why he was still jealous?
Because he doesn't have a guru. He doesn't listen from someone who tried to something like that.
He was not ready. His grounds are not properly properly made ready to sow the seed of Gita.
He didn't
Okay.
have the hunger. He didn't have the hunger for knowledge.
Okay, yeah. He had good because Pandu, Dhritarashtra and Vidura, they all had gone to Gurukula. Yeah.
He didn't have the hunger for knowledge. He didn't have that spiritual
Okay.
in himself. So that's why whatever it was, it just fell on his ears and made no sense to him.
Okay, yeah. Yes,
He's spiritually also blind. He was spiritually also blind because he did not accept Krishna as the supreme personality of God.
Yes.
Because Gita spoke by Krishna.
Yeah.
So he did not accept Krishna as his supreme personality of God. That's why he cannot understand it.
Yeah, good point. Yes.
He was in mode of ignorance.
Oh, yeah. He was in mode of ignorance. Yes. So he could not, although the instructions of Bhagavad Gita was pure and it is spoken by a devotee of Krishna, but still he could not affect him, could not change him. Why? Because he was not listening that with right intention. Yes? He was just wanted to know what happened to my sons. Whether they gathered here. Are they still alive? Or Pandava have killed? Duryodhana is still alive? Dushasan is still there? What happened in the battlefield? So his intention was just to get the news. He was taking Bhagavad Gita like a news. Yes? So it is very, very important that whatever information we gather, we take it with right intention. Whether we come to temple, yes? Whether we just come for prasadam, or do we have this intention to pray to the Lord that give us strength so that we can handle the life, the people we are surrounded with. What kind of intention with we are coming to temple, or whatever attention we have when we are listening any spiritual talk. So that is very, very important. Then only that will be effective. Yes? So the second learning for us is that we should take our aim. We should become really focused personally. Yes? Then the third one is Dham approach Kam. Dham means a place, spiritual place. Yes? And Kam means
Desire.
materialistic desire. Yes? So Dham approach Kam, keeping the right association. Yes? So Bhim, everybody know about Bhim? Bhim or Bhima, one of the Pandavas. So Bhim always have this complaint from Yudhishthira that whatever problems they were facing, because they were facing, so he was saying that Yudhishthira is responsible for that. Why? Because they were going through that period where they had to spend 12 years in forest once they lost the gamble. So as a result of that, all the Pandavas with their wife Draupadi, they had to spend the remaining 12 years in forest, and the 30th year they had to hide their identity. So Bhim always had this complaint from Yudhishthira that it is because of you. So whenever he gets the chance, he used to raise this point. And every time Yudhishthira was ignoring, tolerating, listening this and ignoring. Because he accepted this, that he was responsible for all that. Yudhishthira Maharaj. So once they were collecting woods on the banks of a river, because they need woods to cook for the cooking purposes. So Bhim was on the one side of river and Yudhishthira Maharaj was on the other side of the river. And they were talking to each other while collecting the woods. And during their talk, during their discussion, Bhima started raising this again. That you, because of you, although you are our elder brother, but you did this mistake. Why did you brought us in this situation? Because of you, we had to left our kingdom. Otherwise, we would be enjoying sitting there comfortably. And you just tell me today, why did you do that? So he was really aggressive towards his elder brother, Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira on the other side of the river, he asked him that, my dear Bhima, please come this side, then we talk. He crossed the bridge, reached there, and by the time he reached there, he was really embarrassed. Bhim. He was thinking that, how can I talk like this to my elder brother? So instead of raising this concern again, with his folding hands, he started apologizing to his elder brother, Yudhishthira, that please forgive me. I should not have raised, so hard. I should not be so hard to you. So Yudhishthira said that no problem. But Bhima was really surprised that when he was there on the other side, his mood was, very aggressive. And when he reached here, he's really calm down now. What happened suddenly? So he asked Yudhishthira that I was really angry when I was there. But by the time I reached there, I have become really cool now. I don't have any complaint anymore. So then Yudhishthira Maharaj saying him that the place where you were standing earlier, nearby that place there is a village of Chandalas, where dogs are killed and eaten. And the place we are standing here, nearby here, there is a village of saints where sacrifices are performed. So, the place have good influence over the character. Yes? So, many people have observed this. They visit to a dham, like Vrindavan. They get up early in the morning, 3 o'clock, attend their Mangala Aartis, then walk around to different temples, do darshanas at different temples, and by the evening they walk for the whole day, but still they feel fresh at evening. Why? They are not so tired as they expected. Why? Because that place is a place where Harinam is chanted. Radhe Radhe, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the place where sacrifices are performed, where saints are living, that place have major impact on our character. So in the same way, this war is taking place in Kurukshetra. Yes? And this king Dhritarashtra, he was very much aware that because their side is not taking, the dharma is on the other side, Pandu's side. Yes, he knew it. But he could not ignore his sons. So that's the reason he got, he allowed for the war. So the place where we are staying, it is very, very, effective for our character. Hare Krishna. Yes? Then breach to reach. The next one is breach to reach. Breach means to break. So, Sri Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita to Arjun that don't give this message of Bhagavad Gita to anyone who is not faithful, who is not self-controlled, who is not devotee. Don't give this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to that person. But by the time Krishna has spoken this to Arjuna, Sanjay is telling this to Dhritarashtra, because the real time, real life commentary is going on. So although Krishna has said to Arjun that don't give this instruction to anyone, this information to anyone, but too late. Sanjay has already spoken to Dhritarashtra. Yes? So, is Sanjay disobeying Krishna here? Sanjay is not following Krishna's instruction?
No. He's performing his dharma.
He is performing his dharma, but he is not obeying Krishna's instruction. Krishna has clearly said in Bhagavad Gita that don't give this information to someone who does not deserve it, who are not faithful, who are not self-controlled, who are not devotee. But Sanjay has given it, and he is just disobeying. Yes, he is not obeying Krishna's instruction. Yes, Prabhupada used to say that this is the only instruction of Krishna devotees are not following. Yes, Krishna does not want this information, this knowledge to be shared with all those people who do not deserve it. But devotee, they are still sharing it. Why? Because devotee is more merciful than Krishna. So, preach to outreach. So what should we do? We should give some time to read Bhagavad Gita. Because once we have that knowledge, then only we can preach Krishna's instruction. Yes? So we have Bhagavad Gita classes regularly when Prabhu is taking them. Every morning, Prabhu? Evening.
Choose it.
So daily we have Bhagavad Gita classes. We can be part of that and try to disobey Krishna. Yes? So, although Krishna has said this, that don't give this knowledge to anyone, everyone, only give it to those who are faithful, who are devotee, who are self-controlled. But later on he came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where he gave Harinam to everyone. Yes? Without even having looking for the qualification. So people do not have qualifications, still Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave them the name. So that's the mercy of the devotee. Yes? So Shankaracharya used to say about Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita kinchit Gita, Ganga jalpi kanika pita, Sakrutapi yene murari smarsa kriyatha tasya yamena charcha. I say this again. Bhagavad Gita kinchit Gita, Ganga jalpi kanina pita, Sakrutapi yane murari smara karyate tasya yamena charcha. What does this mean? That someone who reads Bhagavad Gita on daily basis, even for some time, and drinks a drop of water daily, and chant the name of Murari, Hari, on daily basis. That person someone who reads Bhagavad Gita for some time on daily basis. Take a drop of water, Ganga Jal. Take a drop of Ganga Jal daily and chant the name of Murari. That person do not have any conversation with Yamraj. We all know Yamraj? Yes? The god of death. So the person who perform these three activities on daily basis, he does not have any conversation with Yamraj. What does it mean? It means Vishnu Dita come directly from Vaikuntha to uplift that person. Yes? So that's the thing. Anybody would like to add anything or have any question?
I have to add something. You told about Yudhishthira Maharaj being that he crossed the river. So the example, the last one, you said, so we all are being at the moment. And if we do those three things, read Bhagavad Gita every day and chant the holy names of God, then we will cross the river and reach that side of the.
Very good.
So, yeah.
So Prabhu was able to connect this last sloka with that example. Yeah.
It's actually a very beautiful bhajan. This Bhaj Govind, it is anybody who wants to like listen. The quote that you have, the last slok that you have quoted.
Yeah.
It's from Bhaj Govinda Acharya ji has written. So it's very beautiful. Like there are more verses. So if anybody is interested, you listen to it.
I don't know about that. Good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me. So then, should we end it here? So now we are going to do Aarti. Yes, Prabhu? So I don't know who is going to do Aarti. Oh, we will read out the one. Should we do? Who is going to perform Aarti? Madhav Hari Prabhu?
I will lead. Manu Prabhu will do that.
Hare Krishna.